voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wah 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Good morning. This ain't my avatar. I thought I changed this avatar. Girl, what is going on? Well, she gonna roll with it today. Happy birthday, Meek. Meek, it's your birthday, Meek? All right, hold on. Stand by. Don't let me forget to do your birthday. Listen, I am so sorry I'm late for the morning jokes. It's really like an evening jokes at this point. I had caught a flat tire yesterday on the way home. And it was after 5 o'clock, so all the tire shops was closed. So I had to get up this morning, call the tow truck, wait for the tow truck to come here, get the car towed, girl. It was, and let me tell y'all something. Shout out to the tow truck man. He was a real nice man. He was a big, fat, funky, nasty, cheesy man. Oh, girl. Oh, and I'm not just talking about the way he looked. Girl, when I got in the tow truck with that man, the cheese, and I'm not even trying to drag because he seemed like a nice man. But girl, I think the smell got stuck in my nose. Oh, Lord Jesus. Girl, as I watched him and I kept trying to sit closer and closer to the window and I want to put the window down, but he had some type of air on and I didn't want to be obvious. You know what I mean? So it was cracked and I kept putting my nose up toward the crack, but it didn't work. Oh, girl, the place wasn't but 15 minutes away and it felt like a lifetime. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. I'm talking back. Listen, must cheese, girl. It smelled like a men's locker room after a whole game of NFL football. Oh, Lord, girl, I didn't deserve that. I didn't. And you know, he had to get in my car to back the car up to put it on the bed, girl, on a tow bed. Girl, when I got back in the car, I smelt it. I had to go to the car wash. I couldn't do it. It's still in the back of my nose right now. You ever been around somebody that stinks so bad, you start smelling yourself to see if it's you? Y'all ever had that happen? Put a one in the chat if that ever happened. Like, you ever been around somebody that stinks so bad that you start, after a while, you start like, girl, I'm all in the place, girl, doing this on me. Cause I'm like, I know I took my bath. Now I know I took my bath and put my smell good stuff on and sprayed my stuff on. You know what I'm saying? I was like, cause I thought it was in my clothes or something, but it's in the back of my nose. Oh, girl, and he's so nice. He was so nice. He really was. Shout out to that man. But girl, oh my God. Oh, girl. I just wanted to add that, it was a time, but he got me where I needed to go. And I'm back. So that's why the morning jokes took so long. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. But he was a real nice man. He said he looking for a young woman. Anybody who's interested, let me know. He said he looking for a young woman. He said he's 30 years old. He got his own business. And then I said, you own a tow truck? Oh, no, not this. I'm starting my own business. But he got the right mindset. And he's looking for a nice young woman. He said he want a family. If anybody is interested, please email me at voodoodollpodcast@gmail.com. The man seemed like a nice man. Okay. If you can get past the smell, like if you lost your sense of smell, I think y'all will do real well. Hit me up, voodoodollpodcast@gmail.com. But nevertheless, because I told him I was gonna see if I could find him somebody. He really seemed like a nice man, Maybe if you just give him a bath. Hell, Tia Kemp said she had to teach Rick Ross how to take a bath. If Tia Kemp could, no, I'm not about to let y'all do this to this man. No, because if Tia Kemp could teach Rose Day how to take a bath, one of y'all could teach that man how to take a bath. Lord, y'all act like y'all don't know how to teach nobody how to take a bath. Tia Kemp did it to Rick Ross, and look what happened. Look what Rick Ross turned out to. Y'all could show that somebody in here could show that man how to take a bath. Mm-hmm. 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 But anyway, don't let a smell get in the way of your the love of your life. Okay, hold your nose. Mm-hmm. Now let's move on, y'all. We got a nice little show going on today, girl. We gonna get into it, y'all. Get in the building, like the video. Let's get started. Sorry about the late jokes, but it is what it is. Because I knew if I didn't come on here, y'all was gonna act crazy. So here I go. You know what I'm saying, y'all? If I wouldn't have came on here, y'all would have act crazy. So now I'm here. Let's roll. Let's roll with it. Okay. So look, girl. We talking about Bronny James's nepotism, girl. He don't even want to stay at the hotel with the team or ride with the team, baby. Oh no. We gonna get into it. LisaRaye still crying. LisaRaye, please, girl. I'm so tired of LisaRaye. Oh Lord, my head hurt. Her and Clarice give me the same type of headache. I am so tired of LisaRaye and Clarice. Every time you see them, you know they about to have something to complain about. People like that are draining. Okay, people like that make you feel like it's a dark cloud over them people. Girl, she over there with Carlos King, girl, doing the interview, still talking about how her husband cheated on her 15 years ago. Girl, let it go. We done all been there. We done all had husbands that cheated. Every time we see you, we don't want to see you dressed in your heavenly white talking about this man. Girl, stop it. Okay. But we'll get into it. We're exposing Elvis Presley's ghostwriter. Yes. And I told y'all he was made in the factory. He was the Drake before Drake. Yes, he was the Drake before Drake. We're going to get into it. Candace Dillard Bassett had her baby. Now, y'all know Candy Eyes. I don't too particularly care for her. I don't. I think that she's mean. She's nasty. And she's a good read. Don't get me wrong. She's a good read. But she's a mean girl. And I wonder if she is going to apologize to Ashley after telling Ashley what she said, when she was pregnant. But we're going to get into it. Davido, ain't that the boy who said, mommy call on you? Who's Davido? Ain't that the African boy who said, I don't want to be a player no more? He took that from the Puerto Rican dude, Big Pun. He the one that say, put it in the chat. Let me know. Is he the one that be saying, banana fall on you? Why would you want a banana to fall on somebody? You heard that? Banana fall on you. Cause I'm in love with you, girl. Something like he be saying that, girl. He said don't come to Africa. He said Africa messed up. But I could have told y'all that. But I guess we'll hear from the African mouth. And then Jay Leno got popped upside the head, girl. Who popped Jay Leno? Girl, listen. When Jay Leno got a black eye, listen to me and listen to me good. And when the reporter asked Jay Leno what happened, girl, Jay Leno sounded like Tina Turner when Ike used to bat her up. Girl, Jay Leno told the people at the reporter place that he fell down the stairs. And every step must have had a fist attached. We gonna get into it, girl. I don't know who popped Jay Leno upside the head, but we gonna get into it. Denzel, we're learning. Listen, this is the day of y'all starting to realize. Listen, Babylon is falling. But at the end of the day, this is the day y'all are gonna see that these celebrities who y'all love so much ain't worth a dime. Listen. Denzel Washington coming out here saying he was on that dope, that boy, as we called it in New Orleans. He was on that boy, that Rome. Yeah. That slow train. Mm-hmm. He was on that toot, not the one that go in your nose, the one that go in your arms. Girl, everything coming out about him. They called him out about saying he was kissing on the man, girl. Listen, all of y'all. Oh, but not my Denzel. I remember I posted it on my community tab. Y'all almost called heart attacks. Girl, clutch your chest right now because it's all coming out, okay? It's all coming out. Hey, boo. Single man cooking. What's up? You get that Bentley yet? No, I didn't get that Bentley yet. You guys, this is my ex. He's the one who started me on YouTube. Well, I told him I wanted to do it, and he surprised me, y'all, with all of my podcast equipment. He did. He's so nice. He from Jersey. He one of them people, girl, from out of Jersey, girl. But anyway, this is my ex, Single Man Cooking. Hey, how you doing? I owe a lot of this to him because otherwise I'd have still been over there kicking the can down the road. But nevertheless, he did come up on me and he did. I told him what I wanted to do one day in casual conversation, and he bought me all my podcast equipment. Yes, he did. Mm-hmm. He sure did. You know, I don't mess with no man who can't do nothing for me. You got to know that part. But anyway, I ain't getting no Bentley yet. I ain't got that type of money yet. But when I do, I make sure I come pick you up. Okay. Shout out to everybody in the building. Oh, and listen, we're also gonna talk about Quincy and the other little boy. A cease and desist for that girl book, Kim Porter's book, and then Young Thug getting sued. Listen, Babylon is falling. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Now, you guys, get the likes up on the video. We got to get into it. There's a lot of topics we got to talk about. We have to get into it. Get the likes up on the video. Let's start with Jay Leno, girl. Girl, I never seen something. Girl, Jay Leno told them people, listen to me. Jay Leno told them people, somebody popped him upside the head. I don't care what nobody see. But Jay Leno got on here and told us that he fell down the stairs. Girl, wait till you see it. You had to be there. And I wasn't there. But you had to be there. Wait till you see Jay Leno, girl. I couldn't believe it. Now, who y'all think popped this man upside the head? Y'all get the likes up on the video. We about to get into it. Get the likes up on the video, guys. Get the likes up on the video. Okay? Girl, let's go get Jay Leno. And we are not keeping no clear man in our prayer. So don't get on here with that. I'm not doing it. Okay? Let's get into it, girl. Look at Jay Leno, girl.
Earth happened to Jay Leno.
Oh, your poor face.
Look at my eye.
Oh my gosh. Jay Leno is all bruised up. The left side of his face is black and blue. His eye is swollen shut. And look at his injured wrist.
I broke my wrist, lost the nail on the finger, and then I'm all black and blue.
The comedian says he fell down a 60-foot hill.
I said, well, the hill doesn't look that steep. Let me take it down. And then
You rolled down a hill?
Oh,
that's not true.
No, that's true.
Jay Leno says he was staying at a Hampton Inn about 30 miles outside of Pittsburgh on Saturday night when he wanted to have dinner at a local restaurant before his show. Instead of walking a mile and a half down the road, he decided to take a shortcut down the hill. Not a good idea. This is believed to be the steep incline he tumbled down.
Well, I hit a bunch of rocks. It was 60 feet.
Incredibly, the famous workaholic legend performed just 3 hours later without even taking a day off to nurse his injuries. Last night, he was back at it again, performing at a comedy show in Beverly Hills. This is just the latest mishap to afflict Leno in recent years. In November 2022, he was severely burned in a fire inside his garage.
I went to the Grossman Burn Center, and I got a new face. That's a brand new ear.
Leno needed skin grafts, and there he is undergoing hyperbaric therapy at the world-renowned Grossman Burn Center in Los Angeles. Tomorrow night, he'll perform at Comedy for a Cause in Hermosa Beach to raise money for the Burn Foundation. His thank you for saving his life.
Will you be able to see again?
It'll be fine. I'm not worried about it.
Now, Jay Leno must think we crazy. That's what it is. Jay Leno must think we crazy. Jay Leno said he was outside the Hampton Inn. I don't even know what doggone restaurant or hotel it was. And he thought he could take a step and fell 60 feet down the doggone hill. And it gave him a black eye. Listen to me. It gave him a black eye and it gave him a broken finger. Jay Leno, you a lie and the truth ain't in you.
It's survival. I guess somebody lied. Smells like somebody lied.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
You know what is given to me? Jay Leno owed some real important people some money. Y'all ever seen the movies? Look, y'all ever seen the movies when the mob, when they owe some, when they be having these celebrities or whoever, and when they owe them money, they be like, if I come back around here and you don't have my money, I'm gonna break your face. Girl, it's giving somebody popped him upside the head. Now, why? It could be on some gambling stuff, because a lot of these people be having gambling stuff going on. It could be anything, but falling down the hill and it's giving you a black eye and breaking your finger. Man, stop with all of that. Stop with all of that, G. And we're gonna find out, because it's the era of 2024. This is the age of Aquarius where we get all the tea. We definitely gonna find out. And when we do, we're going to drag him. I don't care. Look at people in the comment. Oh, it's so hard watching our celebrities age. Not for me. Why would it be hard for me to watch them age? Have you lost your mind? That's what happens. People get old. That's the beauty of life. You lucky if you get old. Girl, y'all believe he fell down them damn steps all you want. Keep on. Y'all, anybody believe this man he fell down a hill and got 3 black eyes? Girl, shout out to you. That's all I'm gonna say. But I don't believe that happened at all. But at the end of the day ended almost for him. But he came back and did a show. And this another thing make me feel like there's some BS that somebody that's in charge of him. Cause ain't no way I done fell down a 60-foot. Girl, he should have broken. Now he should have, but he could have broken his neck if he fell down a steep 60-foot hill. You mean to tell me a rock hit you on the eye, but nothing happened to your head and you old? Come on now. And he old and fragile. It's giving whoever popped him upside the head, said, now get your ass out there and do this show. That's what it's giving to me. That's what it's giving to me. Thank you for the super chat, TL. Vu, what's your thoughts on Isis, the trophy wife? As someone that was M-worded as a child, her video was hard to watch. Definitely praying for her babies. We kind of spoke on it a bit yesterday. I'm gonna do a live on it, or maybe a video. I'll do something on it. I think that it's unfortunate, and I hate that happened to them babies. And I think that women with children need to move different in order for protection for their babies. But we'll talk about it. Thank you, TL, for the super chat. Robin Thicke, thank you for being a member for 4 months. The singer Joe made me don't want to be a player no more, or player before Big Pun. I think Joe Acorn. He look Acorn. I think he is too. You never know, child. Thank you, Robin. Jen, thank you for being a member for 7 months. Boo, I didn't know that Candace was really her name. I thought you nicknamed her Candy Eyes. No, because her name spelled Candace, but it's IACE, so I just call her Candy Eyes. Yeah. Look, Viva La Asha said, and he stayed at a Hampton Inn, girl. Jay Leno, imagine you checking in at the Hampton Inn and Jay Leno behind you. Girl, bye. Somebody popped them upside the head. But shout out to Jay Leno. I don't know what he want us to do with that. But anyway, shout out to Jay Leno. Let's move on. So now we're gonna move on to let's go get let me see who we want to talk. Let's go get Bronny James. Let me tell y'all something. As a woman, a mother of a sports, let me preface this by saying this. My daughter has been playing sports since she was 5 years old. I am a basketball mom. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing from 5 all the way up to college. Still now to this day in college, right? And I understand team and what it means, right? And I understand in order for a team to be successful and cohesive, everybody has to be on the same playing field. You can't have one different. Everybody got to eat together, sleep together. Everybody has to develop a level of camaraderie in order for the team to be successful. Because if you don't have that camaraderie amongst a team, I'm talking about off the court, not on the court. You can have 5 Michael Jordans, but if those 5 Michael Jordans don't have any sort of camaraderie, it won't work. See, this is the reason why football teams, if anybody has heard about this, normally on an NFL team, the quarterback buys lavish, expensive gifts for the linemen, right? Anybody who don't know anything about who the linemen are, those are the big old dudes that line up in front of the quarterback. They are his first line of protection. Now, the reason that he buys them lavish gifts is because, hey, I need y'all to like me. Because if you don't like me, I can get pulverized out here. You know what I'm saying? And it's not only that. The reason they travel together, the reason they live in the same hotels, the reason they do all of these things is because they have to develop a level of camaraderie off the field in order for it to translate on the field. It's the same thing with any sport that involves more than one person. That's the only way this works, right? That's literally the only way this works. So Long story short, Bronny James, through nepotism, gets put in the NBA by his daddy. And black people goes, hooray, hip, hip, hooray, because they so used to niggas ain't never having nothing. And see, this is why we're going to always be in a position where we can mess ourselves up. Because while we're championing Bronny James getting a job that he literally did not deserve, and I heard people also, well, but voodoo, when the clear people work at the Fortune 500 companies and they get their sons on, isn't that the same? No, duck, goose. And let me tell you why. First of all, either we're going to measure ourselves up against the clear or we not. What we doing? First of all. Secondly, Bronny James on this NBA team, it would be one thing if he could even slightly do a good thing in basketball, right? The nigga trash. Girl, I could have made the team. If that was the case and I was Brian's daughter, I could have been on the team. And not only that, in a sport that's predominantly taken by young black males, how many black males missed an opportunity, or he took the spot of a black male who deserved to be there just because his daddy is LeBron James? And I don't think that that's right. I will never pick the one over the masses. I don't praise people. I don't praise what people do. I don't praise how people are, because nepotism works only for the people who are in it, for the father and the son. It really affects everybody else around them, right? So Bronny James gets to the NBA trash, can't even make 2 to 3 baskets, right? So then they finally convince him to go to the G League. Anybody who don't know what the G League is, girl, that's the league that's like the practice squad. And they put them in little games and whatnot. Them the ones who can't cut it. Okay? So he goes to the G League. Now the thing is, in the G League, like the NBA, everybody travels together, everybody eat together, everybody sleep together, right? Now, Bronny James says, no, I'm Bronny James. I'm not sleeping in no hotel with them. I'm not riding on no bus with them. And here go the black people in the comments because they love a good slurp. But then here's a security risk. If his paw, listen to me, he's still on the Lakers. Let's start that first. If his paw could travel with the team, who the hell is Bronny James? You don't think they will provide adequate security for them boys? Just as they do for Bronny James and all them other boys on the actual team. See, we're promoting in our society. First of all, I hate this participation trophy thing because it's going to literally cripple us. But we're promoting degeneracy and idiocracy as if it is good. And it is horrible. It is horrible. Bad enough, he ain't even good enough for the G League. Let's talk about it. Now he wants to be separated from the team. So long story short, I forget his name. You'll see him, but he was talking about it as a team member, as a person who was on a team. And you can tell the people who ain't never been on no team before. As a person who has been on a team, he's explaining why this is not a good thing that Bronny James don't be with the team. He need to be with the team. Wherever the team go, Bronny need to be there. If they sleeping at the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, Bronny need to be there. It ain't no safety risk. It ain't no security risk. He needs to be there because without that camaraderie, the team will not be successful. And this is the gag. They gonna start him because who his paw is, not because he deserve it. The nigga didn't even look like he should be in AAU, let alone the G League. Let's get into what he got to say. Y'all get the likes up on the video.
James not traveling with the team on road games, and Freya, you saying, well, they stay at the Courtyard Marriott. What has Bronny James done that he shouldn't be able to stay at the Courtyard Marriott? You say, well, they fly commercial. What has Bronny James done where he should be too good to fly commercial? The pros isn't about where you came from, how you were raised, what your parents had. Professional sports is about how well you can contribute. And you don't get treated differently because of your parents. You get treated differently because of your ability to contribute. And if I'm Bronny James, which I'm not, and I haven't grown up that way, I'm begging Rich Paul, I'm begging JJ Redick, I'm begging my father, please let me travel with this team. Please let me stay at the Courtyard Marriott. Please let me fly commercial. Please let me go somewhere where I'm going to get up more than 6 shots in 3 games to not only prove it to my organization that I'm worthy of being on this team, but to my damn self.
Yeah.
Right? I've never in my life been the best player on any team. I wasn't the best player on my high school team. I wasn't the best player on my college team. I'm not the best player on this professional team or this G League team. Let me go out and prove that. Because like in the end, all of these accomplishments are going to be for LeBron James. Bronny James going to have money, but he ain't going to have like the one thing that all of us ever want is proof to ourselves. Like that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to walk off the field and be like, man, they didn't draft me and they cut me, but look at me now.
Hold up.
Let me start by saying this. He is absolutely right. Anybody who's ever played any team sport can attest that Bronny James not traveling with the team, not flying with the team is crucial to the team's success. People who've never done any team building or any team exercises or anything of that nature wouldn't understand. And it's not for you to understand. What's for us is to just understand that when you don't know something about something, you just shut up and look at it. These are professional sports players who played on teams, okay? He said nothing wrong. Bronny James does not deserve any special treatment. It's not a security risk. It's not a safety issue. Bronny trash ass need to be traveling with the team. He shouldn't even be on it, to be completely honest. He really shouldn't be on it. He's not even good enough for the G League. But since we're here, Bronny James does not need to be separated because of who he is. And one thing he said that was very interesting, and I didn't catch on to it till he said it. These accomplishments are for LeBron. You know, quiet as it's kept, it wouldn't surprise me if behind the scenes, Bronny don't even want to play. You see what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't surprise me if Bronny telling his mom and daddy, I don't even want to do this. And they like, no, but you have to for your daddy legacy. It would people like LeBron are like that. I'm not saying that's what it is, but it wouldn't surprise me. But nevertheless, listen, Bronny James, bad enough, shouldn't be here. He really shouldn't. And at the end of the day, the fact that he's not going with the team is going to be an issue. And I don't know. Well, I know what it is. The coach hands is tied because the owner probably told him, let him go, whatever. You know, yeah, but at the end of the day, if you've never been around sports or done any team building or been on any team, you will never understand. And I'm not trying to make you understand. It don't matter about us. If you that famous, if Bronny James is, wait a minute, hold on. And that's another thing with the security thing. It's a security risk. You mean to tell me Bronny James is more famous than Chris Paul or Steph Curry or his own Paul, Michael Jordan? Mind you, this is the same people, same situations. Bronny James is more famous than these people to where he need the CIA to protect him? Come on, man. We got to start making this stuff make sense. It makes absolutely no sense. Bronny James is just spoiled rich kid who probably really don't want to be there, but he there. And I think, in my opinion, it sounds like he acting out. In my opinion. Mia Cocroft, whatever your name is, say you talk about a quote-unquote team, but you hate black people. Baby, if that's what you think, then good. Yeah, I hate you. So what? Now what? Now what, Mia? I'm not about to explain myself to you. And this is the craziest part, because you mental. I'm about to say the word. Because why would you come over to a channel of a person who hates black people? Something is wrong with you. Something is really wrong with you. Y'all are weird. I hate you. I do. Thank you for your services. Bye. But anyway, I would have gave you more energy, but I ain't got time. I got too many topics to talk about. I'm not even explaining nothing to that girl or whoever, whatever that is. I'm not explaining nothing to them people. That is what it is. But listen, this is the point. Bronny James need to be on the bus with them people or on the plane with them people and staying at the hotel them people staying at. And you be a damn fool if you think the LA Lakers G League is staying at the doggone Hampton Inn where Jay Leno was, allegedly. Them people don't live like that. They don't travel like that. They don't live like that, okay? Period. Now let's move on. Where we want to go next? Girl, let me hurt y'all heart with y'all celebrity. Do I want to go there? Wait, let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Y'all get the lights up on the video. I don't want to put too much on y'all. You know, it's because it's a lot. Oh, Meek Mill. Let's go to Meek. So Meek Mill, you know, ever since Diddy got arrested, he started acting like he didn't he wasn't dressed like Diddy. He wasn't dressed like Diddy and was with that man and singing to that man and things of that nature. He want to act like none of that happened. At first, he came out talking about, oh, I ain't attached to none of that. I give anybody all this money if they show that I'm attached to none of that. You sound guilty. And you're a bate boy. You know how I know? Even though what we do is wrong. Meek, you can't hide this. You can't. So whatever they say you did, in my opinion, you did it. I don't know, no grown man will put anything between his legs, okay? Let alone put something between his legs and bend over from the bike, okay? I've never seen this. I've never seen a man. I've never even seen a boy do this. Okay? So and then you turned around and took a selfie in the mirror. You're very comfortable here, Meek. You're very comfortable here. So don't try to disassociate yourself. Yes, that's a blicky. Don't try to disassociate yourself, Meek. You are what they say you are. Okay? Yes, you are. I've never seen a man do anything remotely close to this. As a woman, any woman who's been around a man, if you go try to pinch a man on his butt or hit him on the butt, they even get like, oh, they get uncomfortable. This is Meek, stop. So Meek has been trying to distance himself from the diddler as if we didn't remember that they was dressed alike. Boy, bye. Okay? So amongst that, he's been on this campaign, Meek Mills. He's been on this campaign to tell everybody that he ain't with that he don't know what them people talking about. Boom, boom, boom. He ain't with that. Let's start to one of the earlier tweets we talking about. So he right here, he's claiming no affiliation with Diddy, no Diddy gang. He's using that in the quotation, you know how they say no Diddy. In real life, don't ever disrespect me. Meek, I hope whoever the FBI, CIA, whatever 3-letter people come and get people up, I hope they come pick you up first. You know why? Because I can remember it like it was yesterday. I was in New Orleans. The first time I was at a party in the 7th Wall. And I heard that melody come on with that piano. And I heard I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this. So I had to grind like that, to shine like this in a matter of time I spent on some locked up in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrist. See my dreams unfold, nightmares control. It was time to marry the game. And I said, yeah, my bad, y'all. But listen, I went and found you on the internet. And I said, oh, he a real nigga. Silly of me to think that Meek is not a Diddy lover boy. Oh, how I'm slow, Meek. Then as the more I started to pay attention to you and seeing you crying all over the place, I said, this nigga really in touch with his feelings. And let me tell you something. Women don't have a problem with men who cry. We have a problem with crybaby ass niggas. Don't no woman want to see no nigga every time you turn around dropping no tears and cry. Nigga, one of us got to be the man. Okay? Now, that's not to be mistaken for women don't want to ever see a man cry. That's not what we saying. But Meek was one of them crybaby ass niggas. Every time you turn around, he crying. I was just riding my 4-wheeler up the street. Oh, they trying to put me in jail. Help me, please. I can't go to jail. Oh, I'm just like, nigga, do the time. You did the crime. Just crying and snotting and crying and snotting. Every time you turn around with Meek, he's snotting and crying, snotting and crying. I'm tired, Meek. You are the bitch ass nigga we thought you were. Okay? Now you can't try to separate yourself from Diddy. We got too much evidence that you was one of Diddy's diddlers, okay? Let's get into him trying to separate. Look, talking about no Diddy. He ain't a part of that. He don't have no affiliation. Look.
What's up?
Yeah, y'all already know how we playing out this motherfucker. This real life.
Real life
Yeah,
shit,
nigga,
man.
no Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you
Talk
heard?
that shit, Meek. Yeah, Meek. Oh, sorry.
And you know, I blame you niggas in Philly. Because ain't no way I let that nigga stand next to me. Ain't no way I let Meek stand next to me looking like he just got bent over. You see how his back got a little arch on the bottom? Girl, no way. Talking about no Diddy gang. I would say, boy, if you don't get your ugly ass... Boy, I bat them chiwis off your head. Boy, if you don't get your ugly ass up out of here. Is Meek Acorn? Because his hair don't grow. This is another thing. Now that I'm looking at the chiwis. Somebody help me out in the chat. Is Meek from Acorn? That nigga braids can't never get right, huh? For real, ever since I seen them. The first time I seen them, they have been the same length. Do he be cutting it? Is Meek from, help me, this is a real question. Is Meek from Acorn? Because something about Meek just, you know, them chiwis, they just don't, you know, one thing about black men. Girl, listen, all the black men in the Americas, girl, they don't have to do nothing for their hair to grow. Their hair just gonna grow. Meek just can't. I just thought about it as I looked at them braids. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Meek, please. No Diddy. No Diddy. Nigga, please. It's all Diddy with you. So then he goes on to say, look. Now he's saying he's showing his support to Diddy. They're putting black men in jail off stories. I wish Puff well. Which one is it? Did Daddy call you? Did Daddy call you? Did Daddy call you and tell you that he still got reach from behind prison walls and he will have some niggas come over there and do something real dirty to you? What's going on, Meek? He said they putting black men in jail off stories. I wish Puff well. He's a black man. I hope he didn't do most of that they saying he did. Why y'all so scared to talk? Y'all must got SHIT in closet. My past streets is nothing to hide. My past the streets is nothing. Whatever, Meek. Negronomics. Listen. And this is why I would never respect Meek. I thought he was a real nigga. Because I remember the first time I seen Meek was outside. He looked dirty. Them braids look like they ain't been braided in 6 months. I ain't gonna lie. He had on a white tee and a jacket. Because you know it always look cold in Philly. And it was about 25,000 other niggas standing around him. And that nigga was freestyling and his lips was ashy. And I said, yeah, that's a real nigga. You know, only a real nigga could go on somebody's camera and do something like that, looking like that. I said, that's a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? And all the niggas around him was dirty. I never forget. Shout out to Philly, but I'm just saying, I'm just telling you how I looked it, you know? All the niggas around him was dirty. Meek was dirty. The manager was dirty. The churn was, everybody was dirty, girl. And I said, these some real niggas. You know, they don't care. You gotta be a real nigga to not care like that. And it dawned on me, he wasn't no real nigga. He just was dirty. And still is. It still is. He dirty. He got money and he dirty. Meek look dirty. He do. He don't look like he stink or nothing. He just look like his house smells stale. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all ever been to somebody's house where it don't stink? It just got a stench. And it be on the clothes. Because the house, like, I don't know. Meek Mill lame as hell. He lame. And at the end of the day, Meek, I don't know what phone call you got because you've been on this campaign for a while trying to pay PIs to find out if you connected to them. And I ain't connected to him. Now you around here talking about you wishing well they locking black men up. The nigga need to be in jail. And so do you, mind you. because I didn't too particularly appreciate when Jay-Z went down there and got your crying ass out because you want to pop wheelies in the middle of the street. Nigga, 30 years old wanting to get in the middle of the street popping wheelies. Sit your ugly ass down. The police should have locked you up and gave you life. They should have locked you up and gave you life. That's what they should have did. We wouldn't be dealing with this. Girl, Meek, get off of here. I'm done on Meek. Girl, Meek is fake. Let's move on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Let's get to Kim Porter's book. Girl, so L.B. Shaw's son and the other little boy, let me go get him. They sent a cease and desist to the man who says he put together Kim's memoirs, and put out the book, allegedly. Okay, so it would never sit right with me how Quincy deals with this man. I'm talking about Diddy, in the disrespectful manner in which he does, as if he doesn't have a living father. Quincy, I know as a child he may have been brainwashed or something like that. I don't know. But whatever it is with you, Quincy, you're going to pay for that. Oh, yeah. Quincy will pay for the willful disregard of his actual father. I'm not saying he got to have the best relationship with him. I'm not saying they got to talk on the phone every day. I'm not saying none of that. But to have one parent in the ground and one right there by you, and you literally just disregard him as if he's nothing. I saw the shade. I saw the picture he posted with him and his mama talking about me and both of my parents. Now, somebody said, what's his name was back at the behind the camera. So this what happened. He posted a photo with him and his mama. It was just him and his mama. But in the caption, he said, me and both my parents, right? Shading the fact that L.B. Shaw wasn't there. Right. And to me, this is just me. To me, it was just like petty because that man's still saying positive things about you. And you on here trying to drag the man on the low. Now, some people was like, but no, he was saying because his daddy actually took the picture. I think Jaguar said that. It don't matter. The caption was shady. He's going out of his way to be negative and mean to his daddy. Even it's very passive aggressive tease. It really is. It really is. And I get it. He might have some sort of issue being Stockholm syndrome. I saw Riri put that in the chat. I get that. But it does not matter. It does not mean that he gets a pass for the nasty behavior. By that logic, though, if we were giving people passes for Stockholm syndrome, then everybody who's been abused would be able to abuse other people. That you don't get a pass for that. So I think that he's going to pay on the back end for this, like severely. I hope he don't have kids. I remember my cousin, she older than me. She way older than me. No shade. But I remember my cousin said, she called it a 2-bit chance. If you old enough or if you know the quote, then you understand what I'm saying. Typically, your karma come through your kids. And I believe that if he has a child, that child will be his 2-bit chance, meaning it will be the karma for what he did to his parents. You got to be very careful how you treat your parents. You have to be. You don't have to be friendly or friends with your parents. You can still have a level of distance, but you cannot do, this is willful disregard of his father as if his mama ain't gone, I'm sorry. But that's a story for another day. But nevertheless, the man Courtney Burgess, whatever his name is, he wrote this tell-all book. Well, first of all, back it up. A clear man under the alias Jamal T. Wood wrote the first one saying that they got it from the memoirs. Courtney Burgess said he got stuff with names in it and pictures and all of this stuff. And he's selling his book. I seen him on the platform. At first, he was on there standing on his stuff on his square. Then he turned back around and was like, he got scared because the feds was on his ass and he's scared. He don't want to eat nowhere. He don't want to go nowhere. Well, that's what you get. According to him, somebody put the book in his hand and he didn't realize he was getting set up. Yet the sales are still going. So Quincy and Christian serve him with a cease and desist over the tell-all and says if her secret flash drives were real, it would be their property, not his. First of all, Christian, no, I was about to say that's Christian. The one look just like Diddy. Yeah. That's him right here. That's the one look just like Diddy. Listen, if this is just me, I'm not a lawyer. If there are if there are flash drives and this lady gave them to whoever she gave them to, then you don't get to say anything about it. You don't. If in fact the way they're saying it happened is that, hey, she gave flash drives to her friends and gave them special direction to put this out in case this, that, and the third, you don't have any right to it. Yeah, I know that's your mother, but you don't have a right to it. Let's get into it. What it's saying, girl. Neighbors Quincy and Christian Combs are tired of people attempting to profit off their late mother's death. Since the controversy with Diddy first hit the fan, people have been coming out of the woodworks claiming to have the late Kim Porter's personal flash drive with pages from an alleged tell-all book that she was allegedly supposed to be releasing against Diddy. Though her children have adamantly denied the existence of the alleged flash drive, that hasn't stopped people from attempting to profit off the situation. How would y'all know? Y'all wouldn't even. Let's move on. Now, though, the brothers are trying to put an official stop to it through the courts. It says, according to TMZ, Quincy and Christian served a cease and desist to a man named Courtney Burgess and his attorney, Ariel Mitchell, for releasing and profiting off of a book they claim is Kim Porter's personal diary. The book, Kim Porter Tells All, is allegedly from her personal flash drive that Burgess claims he was able to get a hold of from a friend of Kim's. Burgess claims it's an original unedited copy of her memoir, and he published the book without editing anything. In the C&D, Quincy and Christian claim that when their mother passed away, they became the rightful owners of her intellectual property rights. They also shut down the rumor that this flash drive even exists. According to the court filings, the brothers claim that even if the flash drive was real, it would be their property, not some random man's. Quincy and Christian says Burgess has 5 days to stop selling the book online and doing interviews before they take further legal actions. They also want him to turn over any of Kim's alleged belongings he claimed to have, as well as any accounting of how much money he made from the book. Thoughts, neighbors? Now, I know money is tight, so I know y'all was going to be asking for that, as you should. And to the man, Courtney, I don't feel bad for him neither, because whoever set you up for the okie doke to put this out, you slow as a turtle, because they wouldn't have never told me to put it out. But then you're going to put it out and try to make money off of it. That ain't for you to make money. I'm pretty sure if the flash drives were real and Kim wanted it out, I'm pretty sure she didn't want to make a profit. But if she did, she probably wouldn't want the profit to go to her children. That's just a fact. I don't disagree, or I don't not believe that Kim wanted the stuff out if the flash drives are real. I believe it. However, if there were to be a profit, I'm pretty positive as any mother, if there were to be a profit made, she would want that to go to her children. Okay? If you ask me, this whole book thing is FBI. It's got the feds all over it. This whole thing is got the feds all over it. It's giving COINTELPRO tease. It's giving let's just put this in here to bye. That all of everything about this is so questionable. Do I think that everything is 100% false? No. They have to sprinkle in some truth in order to get you to even buy in on any of it. But this is giving fed tease. This is what this is giving. And my problem with Quincy and Christian is y'all don't want it because y'all care about defaming your mama name. That's a lie. Y'all want the flash drive because y'all, the gag is y'all don't like that it defames that nigga name, Diddy. That's what this is about. And this is why I can't get behind Quincy and Christian. Y'all are not trying to save the legacy of your mother. Y'all are trying to save the name of that nigga, your father. And one of y'all know it ain't your father. You know, that lawsuit that boy put out. What's that boy name? Oh, they put out the lawsuit. Put it in the chat. He did say that one or both of them Negroes was in on some stuff. I want to say Christian. Remember he said when the man got unalived in the bathroom? Lil Raye. Thank you, Abundance and Clarity. Lil Raye. That lawsuit Lil Raye put out said that they all was in on it. I don't care what nobody see. People can sit up there hollering about these people churn, girl. These people is grown. I don't care what nobody say. They all guilty to me. They all guilty to me. And if they ain't did nothing specifically or personally, they seen it done. Period, point blank. There's nothing else to say. And the fact that they over here doing this cease and desist under the guise of saving their mama and her legacy and all that, no, you're not. You trying to save that nigga. And I'm pretty sure he giving y'all the direction to probably do it. It's sick. It's sad. And I don't think that the Courtney dude should be making any money off of this neither. If your intent was to get the lady word out there, just put it out there. You don't need to make, what you making money off it for? If you didn't write nothing, you ain't do nothing. How you figure you gonna make $1 off it? It's just ridiculous. This Diddy thing got too many twists and turns. They say he got 2 new lawsuits. Girl, Diddy got so many lawsuits behind Essay, girl. Anybody else who sue him, girl, you ain't gonna get no money. You should have been on that first wave of people. Anybody at the Lil Ride who sued Diddy, you're not gonna get no money. I'm telling you now. You're not gonna get no money. The man, by the time it's 50,000 lawsuits, by the time y'all get it, by the time you get the judgment, girl, he ain't gonna be worth 2 nickels. Girl, ridiculous, girl. It's just ridiculous. I don't get people. I really don't. I really don't get people. Like, but we live in a day and age where people could lie and say that there's a reason for one thing, knowing that that's not the reason why they're doing it. It's for something covert or under the guise of something else. But they put that out there just so people could be like, oh yeah, that's what this about. That's them children, mother. They don't give a damn about their mama. And I'll tell you why. If they did give a damn about their mama and they thought somebody gave them the inkling that they daddy had something to do with the unaliving of their mama, them little boys would not have nothing to do with Diddy. If any of those boys just thought for 1 millisecond that Diddy had anything to do with their mom's unaliving, they would not be around that man at all. There would be nothing Diddy could say to gain the trust of those boys if they even thought for a millisecond that he could have possibly had anything to do with their mama's unaliving. Diddy raised them boys. Everything Diddy did, them boys probably was with him. They got more allegiance and more love for Diddy than anybody around them. Okay? Period, point blank. Because once that nigga go to prison, nigga, you can't have me do nothing. And let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you in real life, when my sister was unalive, it was rumored that my nephew's daddy did it. You know, my nephews confronted their daddy about that. Now, whether they believed it or not after that, I don't know. But that's a normal child's reaction. Just the rumor had my nephews go to their daddy and be like, yo, like, is this true? Because that's natural when a child love and care about their mama. Okay? So, Christian and Quincy, Diddy bopping with this nigga after all these speculations been around, girl bye. Girl bye. Girl bye. Right, Shantia. The suspicion would have, right. The suspicion alone would make me be like, what the, you know what I mean? Girl, these people is crazy. These people is really crazy. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Dimple Pop, thank you for becoming a new member. Tina Sanders, thank you for the super chat. Puff still threatening people. I heard, girl. I heard. They say he threatening people from the jail, huh? Girl. Then they also said Puff got people trying to, they fighting over each other trying to get over there and change his sheets. I ain't gonna lie, though. I ain't gonna lie. See, if I was a girl, well, I am a girl. But if I was a punk in there and I was like a CO, I ain't gonna hold you. But I wouldn't be like not a flamboyant punk. I'm talking about like if I was like a punk under pressure, a punk on the low, like you don't know I'm a punk until I tell you type tease. Bitch, I be trying to get by Diddy so hard, girl, please. Because if he make it up out of here, gonna be down there. What's up? Gonna be at the crib. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm his new stylist. Yes. I'm his new stylist. Gagging the girls. Do you hear me? Girl, listen. Gagging the girls. Yes. I quit my job. I quit. Don't worry about it. No, I'm good. I'm good. And when you see Diddy, when he get out, if he get out, girl, yes, standing beside him. Yes. Oh, I'm his new stylist. I style him, girl. Ain't put a pair of socks together. Do you hear me? I style him. I'm just saying if I was a punk in there, you know what I'm saying? Because he'll want a girl, but the CO women ain't gonna be enough for him. He used to bad bitches like Young Miami. He don't want no CO bitch. You know, they be fine. Don't get me wrong. The police, black women be fine as hell. But he don't want no CO. They not bad enough. I'm talking about the punks. I'm just saying. If I was one of them, if you're on here and you at the jail, y'all need to be fighting over each other to get down there because that's what I be doing. That's just me. That's just me. I got to look out for me. Miss Parker, thank you for the super chat. We need 200 people to hit the like button, please. Yes, y'all hit the like button, please. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. It's free, y'all. It's free. And Meek, thank you for being a member for 7 months. Did you get the shirt? I got to go to the P.O. box. I'm going to go to the P.O. box tomorrow and check it. I'm still waiting on the cups for the people, y'all. So we'll get to that too. Yes, girl, listen. She said some of the punks be cute. Girl, listen. Them punks. And listen, let me stop. A lot of them be really cute. Like very well put together. You know, I like the ones that's not like flamboyant. I like them all, but you know what I mean? Like the ones that I would want to be my friend is the ones that people don't know if he gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, and them the ones get all the men's, allegedly. I don't know. They say the punks, it's all for the other punks to find, but the ones that they don't know, girl. I don't know. But let's move on. Now we're gonna go to Young Thug getting sued, girl. Now he just got out of jail. And them people, listen, let this be a lesson to y'all. Just because you see people with money that look like money, don't mean they actually have it, okay? Let this be a lesson, okay? So, Young Thug is being sued by AEG, accused of pocketing $16 million from music catalog sales without paying a $5 million debt. Let's get into it. Rapper Young Thug may be out of prison, but his legal troubles are far from over. The Atlanta rapper is now being sued by corporate powerhouse AEG, who accuses him of selling his music catalog and pocketing $16 million without their consent. According to AEG, the music catalog comprising copyrights to over 400 compositions was used as a collateral for a $5.5 million loan to the company. Was used as a collateral for a $5 million loan the company extended to Young Thug's label YSL back in 2017. In exchange for the loan, AEG claims it received exclusive global rights to promote Thug's live performances. Under the agreement, the rapper and his label YSL were required to repay the loan with interest and split revenues from concerts promoted by third parties. By 2019, AEG alleges that Young Thug had defaulted on the loan, revealing what they describe as misrepresentations about his financial ability to meet repayment terms. To complicate matters, AEG says that while Thug was in prison, he secretly sold the music catalog that was meant to secure the debt. The company argues that the unauthorized sale not only breached their agreement, but also created confusion over the ownership of the copyrights. AEG is now seeking to recover the unpaid balance from 2017 loans, and it says, as well as earnings tied to the transferred copyrights. The company has reportedly issued subpoenas to track down public records in an effort to identify the current copyright holders and determine where the $16 million from the sale ended up. Neighbors Thugger ain't even been out 30 days. What do y'all think about this? Let me say this. Let this be a lesson to y'all down who want to get into the music business. First of all, you don't own you. Let's start that first. You don't own you. Even if you 100% independent, you don't own you. It sounds to me like what Thugger did was temporarily, for a loan, sell his rights to a lot of his songs to AEG, and he was supposed to pay them back with whatever interest they agreed on, right? Thugger then turns around and sell the catalog that is comprised of some of the stuff that he gave, or some of the rights to music that he gave to AEG for $16 million. He took that money, put it in his pocket, didn't pay AEG, and then went on about his business. Now, this is how it works. Legally, the company cannot go after AEG because AEG bought the stuff outright. And they bought it in the right way, but they can go after Thug because Thug was compensated for it, and they want their money. Now, this is the thing: you got to be crazy as hell to sell a creation that you made to somebody else and not have any control over it. Like, it's almost like having a baby and just selling it. That's how I look at art. For me, art to me is like having a baby and then being like, "Oh, I'll sell it to you," or "I'll put it up for collateral." That's how it sounds to me. Now, AEG is very opportunistic with this lawsuit. He just got out of jail. I'm pretty sure he's short on funds because he hasn't been making many funds, but they say they froze his assets, so he might have a couple dollars. But at the end of the day, by the time they put in the lawsuit, the $5 million for the lawsuit plus attorneys and all that stuff, this can turn really, really bad for Thug as far as financially, okay? But he literally sold, or temporarily, it's almost like he bought, this is what it sounds like to me. He has a catalog. He needed some money, so he go to AEG and put a few of the songs in the pawn shop. You know how when you go to the pawn shop, you be like, but I'm going to come back and get it, and you never do? Yeah, that's what this is. And now the people want their money. I don't know how this is going to work out for Thug. I don't know how this is going to work out for the music or whatever, but at the end of the day, he's responsible for it. And I'm telling you now, them people is very strategic with the bull. They're trying to drain him too. He can't even rap about the stuff he used to rap about. It's against his probation. They trying to drain that nigga. That's what it is. Voodoo, he was locked down with no hopes of coming home. Now, I heard, what's that boy name? Gunna was helping him pay for his stuff, huh? I don't know, child. I don't know who was paying for it. All I know is Thugger is not looking good for you, Fake. I don't know what to tell you, but it is what it is. Let's move on, guys. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Now, I want to go to, let me see, we did that. We didn't do that. We got to do that. Let's go to LisaRaye, girl. Girl, I'm so tired of LisaRaye. Every time you see LisaRaye, she complaining about something. She crying about something. And it's always about that man who she claims she never loved. But yet and still, every single interview you go on to in the past 15 years, LisaRaye been crying about this nigga. He gone. You know, at this point, LisaRaye is the problem. Like, I'm not even being funny. LisaRaye is the problem. It's not the people. LisaRaye said Dwayne Martin stole her nigga. Girl, if a nigga steal your nigga, it's you, girl. It's you. Like, oh my gosh, she's such a headache. So she goes on this interview with Carlos King, and then she gets to talking about how everybody stole LisaRaye, man. Everybody. And of course, Hollywood slut Nicole Murphy is back up for being somebody that stole somebody's husband. Let me tell y'all something. Remember she took Leela Rashawn's husband and was kissing on him? Y'all remember that? Yeah. Poor Leela Rashawn, girl. I felt so bad for her. She had gained all that weight too. Oh, girl. And Nicole Murphy was over there tonguing that man down, girl. And when they asked her why was she over there tonguing that man down, she was like, I didn't kiss him. It was a friendly kiss. Girl, Nicole, how you ain't get beat up yet? See, Hollywood is different. Girl, Nicole would have been got beat up in the regular neighborhood. Girl, Nicole would have been got skull dragged. Nicole be with everybody husband, everybody man, girl. So now LisaRaye on here telling us that not only did Dwayne Martin take her husband, Nicole Murphy took him too. Girl, right, Olivia? Olivia said, Nicole Murphy said, don't leave your man around me. True player for real. Ask my nigga for real. Come on now. Go ahead on, Nicole. Girl, Nicole be done got bopped upside her damn head. Do you hear me? That's the only thing I can see, Talise. She gotta have hands. That's the only thing I can see. But look, the baddest girl could get beat up by somebody. She'd have ran across her match at some point. I'm just saying, at some point she'd have ran across her match. But girl, apparently Nicole Murphy done took that lady husband. I thought it was Dwayne Martin. Now it's Nicole Murphy, girl. Get Lisa up here.
That Nicole Murphy had relations with your ex-husband. Were you two friends?
Mm-hmm. Birthday parties. I've been to her house. She was at my bachelorette party. But you know what? At that time, my mother told me then. She said, but you got to watch that one there. And I was like, who? I said, the one dancing. She said, yes, that's Eddie Murphy's wife. She said, you got to watch that one.
Black women, when an elder woman tell you something, I know we don't be wanting to listen. Start listening, fat. Them people speaking off of experience. They don't be speaking off of what they believe. They speaking off what they've seen and how they understand behavior from their past. Your mama told you to watch her, and you thinking, oh no, it's Nicole Murphy. She married to Eddie Murphy. Girl, bye. Married people the most cheating people on the face of this earth. So that don't matter. Your mama told you to watch out for it, and you ain't want to listen. Mm-hmm. Let's move on.
Current wife at the time or ex at the time?
I want to say I think she was still married. Mm-hmm. They were still married. And I was like, no, And so, when your mom tell you something about new school, you feel like you old school, And she was right.
How did you find that out?
I had checked the manifest of my plane because we owned a plane. And so when you check that list, it says all the people that have rolled on the plane. And she didn't ride on it with me, and nor did she receive an invitation from me. So
you allege too that Nicole Murphy.
So if you had a girlfriend that has her own island, I would think that you would call and say, hey, girl, I'm coming, because I was getting everybody to come. So why you would accept an invitation from him and you don't even know him is unbeknownst to me. I don't know how that could happen.
You saw her name on the list.
Mm-hmm. And I tried to call her. And, at first she said, no, I haven't been to Turks and Caicos. I have not been. And it was like, well, wait a minute, and then I called again, and then she stopped answering the phone. So at the time she was dating, at this time,
Michael
when
Strahan?
I found out, she was dating Michael Strahan. So I called him and I said, hey, do you know anything about this? And, we talked or whatever. And I said, well, let me send you a tape that I have of proof. And so I did.
What tape? What was on the tape?
Bitch, if I'm sleeping with your husband, you better not call mine to tell on me, bitch. You hating asshole. If I'm over there sneaking and geeking with your husband, that's a dirty bitch. I'm sorry, I'm not for the cheater, girl, but I'm just saying, that's a dirty. Now you gonna call my man, bitch? You want us both to be miserable? You dirty. Now she wrong. Why would you call that lady new husband to tell her he's sneaking and geeking with your husband? Girl, you out of pocket. That's why if y'all gonna be cheating, y'all gotta be single. Y'all won't be sleeping with these people husbands. Don't have no man. The girls will call your husband, girl. Both of y'all will be crying in the fetal position. Do you hear me? Don't do it. If you want to cheat with a married man or with somebody with an old lady, please do not have one of your own, girl. They're trying to take your whole household up. You hear me?
Tape.
It was a tape of her and Michael where she was dropping Michael off at the private airport in her car, and they opened the gate and they pulled up to. So if you had a girlfriend that has on the plane and she gets out and he gets out, and I go, oh, I didn't know y'all knew each other. And I'm gonna leave it right there because that part is my business. The other part is someone else's business, which I've never, would speak on. But for me, that was enough. It was like, wow, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
LisaRaye, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh.
No,
I'm sorry.
I mean,
I'm sorry. My bad.
That's just how much I was just like, what, bitch? You don't do that. Friends don't do that now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that I would think an enemy would do, or somebody that I just don't know. But someone that you have to watch your girl. Where I come from, South Side of Chicago, that's an ass whooping. That's an ass whooping.
So why you ain't whip her ass, Lisa? See, the brat, the humble one, that's the real ass kicker. And that ain't even her real sister, but neither here nor there. Lisa be talking. Lisa just like to hear herself talk. Why you ain't kick her ass then, Lisa? You was there already. Why didn't you kick her ass? What we talking about here? Girl, Lisa, girl, you fake. Girl, you fake. Because the ass whooping would have came before I called the husband. See, I'd have sent her back with an eye like Jay Leno. Then I would have called the husband. I'm on the wife's side on this part. If you calling her your so-called friend and you see her on the manifest, the fact that she lied and told you she never came to Turks and you see her on the manifest, don't say I'm from the South Side of Chicago, I'm from Detroit, I'm from Philly, I'm from New Orleans. Girl, just do it. Nike this shit. You should have sent, she already biracial, so it wasn't going to take much to give her the black eye. I'd have sent that whole home with 2 Jay Leno eyes. Do you hear me? Then you call the husband, because she'd have came in and the husband would have been like, well, what's wrong with you? What happened to you? And she'd have said, I got robbed. I don't know what happened. And right after she lied and said she got robbed, I would have been on the phone. Ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring, ring. Yeah, Michael Strahan, close your gap tooth 1 second. I got something to say. Your wife, I just whipped her ass because she was with my husband down at Turks. Receipts on the way. Bye. And now her whole marriage is tore up. See, y'all got to know how to do it. But this lady is all told. All mouth, all told. That's it. Because all you had to do was just beat her up. That's it. Girl, Lisa, you and your Eddie Purr.
Period. I just had too many other things going on, but I can't say that I didn't try to get her.
You tried to fight
the plane, and she gets out, and he
called Murphy.
I tried to. She did some old dumb shit, and I was like, "Who you talking to?" And I had to let her know that I am not the one or the two, because I'm not. I'm not. I'm just.
So why you ain't just hit her? I'm not promoting violence, y'all, but I'm just saying. What y'all talking about? Ain't nothing to talk about. Why you just hit her?
I am not.
Call Murphy.
I tried to. She did some old dumb shit, and I was like, "Who you talking to?"
Girl, LisaRaye full of shit. At the end of the day, girl, there's a dark spirit on LisaRaye. There's something about LisaRaye. Beautiful girl. But there's something dark on her. Very dark. I watched the way she interacted with Judy and Brett when they was getting married and stuff like that. There's something that turns people away from LisaRaye. And I watched her on Iyanla Fix My Life. Remember her and her mama went over there? Her mama and her daughter. Y'all remember that? Girl, LisaRaye, you can put white on all day. You need to start wearing red, girl, because that white don't exude off of your energy. I'm not saying that she right for getting cheated on. She's not right to get cheated on. But girl, it's a reason why everybody is doing you dirty. You got to start looking at the woman in the mirror. Period. What are you doing? Why does everybody want to betray you? Why does not only the bitches want to take your nigga, why do the niggas want to take your nigga? What is going on? What is going on, Lisa? And listen, Lisa, one of those girls, been beautiful her whole life and been miserable as well. That's it. Beautiful and miserable. And let this be a lesson to people. Here, listen. When people be like, oh, like let's use LisaRaye for an example. People be like, oh, LisaRaye must be jealous of, let me just pick a person, Vivica Fox. And most people are looking at LisaRaye and they'll go, jealous? Girl, please. Why would LisaRaye be jealous of Lizzo? Lizzo fat. She black. LisaRaye pretty. See, y'all think that type of stuff makes women happy or makes people happy. Beauty contributes to a woman's happiness. It doesn't create it or define it, okay? Let me say that again because I don't want that to go over nobody's head. Beauty contributes to a woman's internal happiness and her self-esteem. It does not create it or define it. Now, what does that mean? LisaRaye has gone her whole life in strife. I don't know what curse was put on her. I don't know what root was put on her, but something that's put on LisaRaye's head that has made her live a miserable, beautiful life. So when somebody like a LisaRaye do certain things, people will never think that they could be jealous simply because we're looking at physical aesthetics. That don't mean nothing. Or just because we're looking at things that these people possess, like money, clothes, cars, houses, that doesn't mean anything. Jealousy comes from having something or wanting something that you don't have and you see others have it. Just happily being in a relationship or having happy family situations could be a jealousy trigger for people like this. It's LisaRaye's fault. It's not her fault that she was cheated on, but there's something in LisaRaye that attracts this negative energy, and LisaRaye has yet to do the work to figure that out and try to combat it. So LisaRaye will continue to live the beautiful, miserable life that I assume she lives, okay? So I just wanted to throw that out there. But Lisa, you full of shit. Ain't no way if I call you, if I done looked on my manifest and I call my friend and say, hey friend, you came out here, and my friend say, no girl, I ain't come out here, and I'm looking down at the paper saying you was here, girl, okay girl, well I'll call you back, and then I'm gonna wait about a week or a couple of days and say, girl, what you doing? Come meet me at lunch. Okay, yeah, girl, we'll sit down and have lunch. Oh girl, you want to go to the park? Yeah, and then I'm gonna beat you the fuck up. Girl, what we talking about? Because you playing with me. Now anything that I thought y'all would have been doing, you did it. Because if you had lied to me about something that small, I know you was out there down bad. Plus, why are you befriending sluts? Can we talk about it? See, a lot of women don't like to take accountability for that. Y'all be befriending a girl who done slept with everybody nigga, then get upset and shocked and surprised when she on your nigga. Girl, please. Girl, please. Y'all want to be friends and cousins with Faith, knowing Faith fucks everybody's husband. Girl. Speaking of Faith messing with everybody's husband, I can't wait to be at the Thanksgiving dinner with my family. I see a lot of people going around here saying they ain't going to Thanksgiving. They still bitter about the election, child. Good on you. Because I'm going to be at my family function. You hear me? I'm going to be at my family function waiting for somebody to get into it. Probably me and somebody or whoever. And as soon as they get into it, this going to be me.
It's all y'all's fault. Y'all messed up the family. Can't you see that?
Girl, I can't wait. Stuffed bell peppers, gumbo, big macaroni and cheese, girl, stuffing from scratch. What's up? Girl, I can't wait. I can't wait for somebody to get into it. Because it's going to happen. We black. Y'all know how they go. Girl, y'all stay home by your, I'm just having a peaceful Thanksgiving. I don't like peaceful Thanksgivings. That don't go like that. Black people don't have peaceful. Y'all been watching too much TV. Girl, the space table alone disrupts the peace. What are you talking about? I want a peaceful Thanksgiving. I'm not going by grandma's house. Good. More food and more plates for me to take home. Girl, I'm not about to play with y'all. I want a peaceful. Girl, you going to be at home drove. Girl, please. I can't wait to go eat and see people I ain't seen. And hopefully my auntie don't come down there because last time we got into it, you know, she said she was going to kick my ass. And I said, come on, do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how my Thanksgiving with my people go. That's how we have Thanksgiving. And that's love for us. Okay? That's love for us. Girl, please. I'm not going to Thanksgiving. Girl, please. Good. Stay your ugly ass home. I don't want you bringing all them damn churn anyway. They be running through the house. They don't sit down. They opening juices. Ain't nobody making them churn, eat the juices. You want to make them full plates, even though you know they're not going to eat no whole plate. You want to give them a whole bell pepper. They don't need no bell pepper. They don't even like it. You want to just keep you in the churn home. Stay home. I'm tired of them anyway. I'm tired of them anyway. Every time you come, you're telling me how this one got suspended from school for fighting the teacher, but it's the teacher's fault. The little girl, she almost got pregnant by the boy down the street. We don't want to hear it. Stay home. Stay home, baby. You and them children, cook at home. Have a peaceful Thanksgiving. Okay, please. Have a peaceful Thanksgiving. I'm tired of you coming around here with a new nigga. It's a new nigga and 4 kids with 4 baby daddies. You want to introduce us to the nigga and tell us that the nigga is your man. And I'm looking at you like, but girl, I just talked to you 3 weeks ago and you didn't even know that nigga. But you running around the house telling everybody you went to school with him. Girl, we went to school together. What are you talking about? You didn't go to school with him. Yes, I did. I went to school with him. Yes, I did. Now you over there making a nigga play like you a homemaker. Girl, you don't do that. You don't even make your churn to play. Girl, stop. It just be so fake. That be the ones hiding, they staying home. Girl, good. Stay home. Don't come out. We don't want to see it. Don't come out. Don't come out. Stay home. You stay home. That's what you do. It's more peaceful anyway. Okay? It's more peaceful. Now let's move on. You guys get the likes up on the video. Get the likes up on the video. Y'all know how it is. We all got the same family, girl. We all got the same family. We all got the same family. Y'all know I ain't lying. Girl, I'm staying home for Thanksgiving. Good. Good. I hope to never see your face again. Good. I literally hope to never see your face again. You are them churn. I'm tired of y'all anyway. You and them badass kids. Every time you turn around, something going on. You need money. You need a ride. Then somebody got to go pick you up anyway. Girl, please. You calling because your car broke down. Every year your car broke down. Girl, bye. Bye. Don't come. And you don't be having no gas. Girl, please. Now your churn in my car, girl. Hands dirty, messing up my leather. Girl, get off it, girl. I'm sorry. I'm triggered. I'm sorry. I'm triggered. Y'all get the likes up on the video, man. I'm triggered. Don't it always be the ones who need a ride talking like that? I ain't coming. Good. Somebody asked you to come, bitch. Like, stop it. Oh, you need a ride anyway, girl. Please. I ain't even going that way. So good. Good. Stay your ugly ass home. But anyway, so Candy Eyes had her baby, y'all. Yes, she did. From Real Housewives of Potomac, she had a baby. Candy Eyes is she's known for getting beat up by Monique. And she got a mouth on her. But she was struggling to have a baby, and she used to drag the girls. Do you hear me? When I say drag, she would drag Ashley, the other girl, after she had her baby, and say her face was wide. But mind you, she had never had kids. Your face wide, boom, 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 whatever. Well, after many injections, she's had her baby. Shout out to her and her baby. I can't see the baby. I can't see the baby head. I just see the back of the baby head. You know the girls don't want to show us the baby face. Girl, we already know the baby look weird at first. Girl, you ain't got to do all of that. Just don't post until he's ready. You know what I mean? I ain't had a baby in a long time. And I know most of our children come out funny looking at first. And I get it. But girl, don't come on here with the baby. Come when the baby ready so we can see the baby. Is it just me? Come turn that baby head around so I can see the baby. If you don't want to show me the baby, then get off of here. Shoot, I don't want to look at the back of his head, shaped like a football anyway. I ain't having no more churn, so I ain't got to worry about the karma. Let's move on. But anyway, so y'all, Candy Eyes had her baby. And congratulations to Candy Eyes. Now, she had a baby with a clear man who is on child support. See, she didn't get a clear man who got money and clout, and his parents are like, they own land or have Fortune 5. Black women, why we be hustling backwards like that when we do this? Why we don't never go get the rich clear man? We always go get the clear man who ain't had, credit worse than ours. Girl, nevertheless, Candy Eyes gave birth to her baby girl. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. I really don't care. But Candy Eyes gave birth to her baby, and she has something to say about pregnancy. She said that the pregnancy was good, but the postpartum was ghetto. And I'm bringing this up not to drag. Well, I'm gonna drag her too. But there's there's an educational level of piece to this that I want to talk to you guys about with Black women. Y'all check this out.
I fill in the blank.
Ooh, as a new mom, I feel, like I've been through a war. And I only say that because pregnancy was amazing, labor was amazing, birth was amazing. Postpartum for me is where it was ghetto. Finding out about a week after I gave birth, had to have a CAT scan because I was having excruciating pains in my left abdomen, that I have a blood clot in my left ovary. And I have to be on blood thinners for the foreseeable future, which is like, it's like, I just wanted to have a baby. I just wanted to bring a human into the world. And now I have to deal with this health issue. And it was hard for me because I'm healthy. I work out, I eat right, I take care of my body. And it was just a mind F to then have to deal with this thing that changed me. And it makes you feel like, well, did I make the right decision to get pregnant right now? Why God? Why is this happening to me now? So I've been kind of grappling with that. And that's been hard. But overall, I feel amazing. I feel blessed. I feel very changed. I feel like I went into a portal and came out. And I'm still trying to get my bearings on the other side of this portal. But it's an amazing journey.
As a new mom, I feel.
All right. So outside of me, I ain't even gonna drag it because the educational part to this is most important. So black women were around here screaming and hollering, body, yada, 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 about this doggone reproductive rights that y'all call reproductive rights, which wasn't. When the fact of the matter is, black women have the hardest time giving birth of all demographics of people. Black American women have the hardest time during birth and after birth than any other demographic of women. We typically come out on the other side with something wrong. Now, a lot of you may not know this, but Candice did IVF because she felt like she couldn't get pregnant on her own. I don't know if it was that, or maybe she just wanted to speed up the process. I can't remember, but she had IVF. Now she's had her baby, had excruciating pain. Thank God the doctors listened to her because a blood clot can kill you. And come to find out, she has a blood clot in her left abdomen that she says she's going to have to be on blood thinners for the foreseeable future, AKA almost damn the rest of her life, if not the rest of her life. These are the reproductive rights we as Black American women need to be fighting for. Why, whenever we have a baby, we come out messed up? Why we can't just have our baby? Why we can't go down there, have our baby, and come on home like everybody else? A lot of us get messed up when we go into these hospitals and have our babies with these people. Those are the reproductive rights we should have been fighting for. Yet we was around here going with the less than 1% of women who use abortions as birth control, running around here hollering reproductive rights. And you know what's crazy? Candice give me, because she D9, she's pro Scamala, and go through something like that and willfully disregard it just to say Scamala was right and reproductive rights is abortion. The mind manipulation is weird. Girl, you almost died. A blood clot can kill you. Candace, you almost died. Like flatline. Beep. Let's just pull the cover off the baby head. You almost died, Fed. That is going to alter your life for the rest of your life. These are the things that we need to be fighting about. Because I don't know if you guys know this. Prior to the late 1800s, early 1900s, Black American women did not go to hospitals to have their babies. We went to midwives. Midwives were mostly Black American women who gave birth to other people's babies. That's what we did. And we trained from 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all the way up till we was 80, 90, 100. It wasn't until the government stepped in and first of all tried to put us off our scent by saying that, hey, y'all, it's a lot of mortality rates over there with the midwives, but we as Black American women didn't care because we knew that was a lie, because we knew the high maternity mortality rates was in the hospital. The government had to come in, the government had to come in and make it illegal for Black American women to be midwives. Did you guys know that? And not only that, replace them with the clears. which forced us into the hospital where we have the highest maternal mortality rate. These are the reproductive rights that we need to be fighting for, not the less than 1% who want to use abortion for birth control. I don't care less about them hoes. I'm not saying the ones who need it. I'm talking about the ones who want to use it for birth control, your sexy reds and all of them. These are the things we need to be fighting about as it pertains to reproductive rights. I don't like that. Black men didn't allow nothing. The government, you can't fight a government. The black men didn't allow them to close the hospitals. It just happened. If that was the case, we all allowed. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna put that on black men. We all allowed. We all allowed it. If that's the case, if that was it, that logic says we allow slavery and all that other stuff. I ain't gonna do that. We're not gonna do we're not gonna do the blame game. The fact of the matter is, we did not go into hospitals, and now that we do, we're the most messed up demographic of all women. So when I saw all my sisters out here ski-weeing down to the polls talking about reproductive rights and allowing this non-black woman to get her Indian ass on top of this doggone stage and tell us that she's going to fight for our so-called reproductive rights, and I'm looking to the left and right of me are all these black women suffering from fibroids, cysts, cancers, and all types of things, and some of them ain't making it home from the hospital. I was in the twilight zone. Y'all ever wondered why elders don't like to go to the hospital? You know, us with the forward thinking that we have, we think it's because they stubborn. The elders are smarter than us. They don't trust the hospitals. See, we're looking at it like, oh, it don't make sense. Go to the hospital, get help. The elders are smarter than us, okay? They don't trust the hospitals. I'm not telling you not to trust them, but there's a reason why elders don't like running down to the hospital, okay? But I'm happy that, even though I dislike Candy Eyes, I don't want nothing to happen to her. So I'm happy that she's good. She's here. She's, back, whatever, and she's healthy-ish outside of the blood clots. And I wanted to use this to bring awareness to you guys that we have way bigger fish to fry. Way bigger fish. I don't give a damn about them ratchet hoes who want to drink Hennessy and go get abortions. Them hoes, I don't care. They can all fall off a cliff if you ask me. I don't care about that. This is what we need to be putting our emphasis on right here. Stuff like this. Now let's move on. Let's get the likes up on the video. Let's get Denzel up here. We all remember Denzel from being the fine black man in all of the movies. Denzel has been that. Yes, he has. But recently the veil has been lifting off of our faves, and I believe of two things. Number one, I believe the Most High is doing what he set out to do, and in the second thing, I believe the earth is repairing itself. Now, a lot of us are going to get in the way of those things because we're not aware, we're not conscious of what's actually happening. We're going to take this as, oh my God, they're trying to tear these people down. No. These people aren't who you think they are. They never have. They never have. Okay? And the thing is, it's hard for us to believe that because all we've seen them is in the light that the industry have painted them in. But the fact of the matter is, these people are sending their representatives when you see them. That's not who they are. Now, Denzel recently came out and said he kissed a man. Nobody asked him. He volunteered this information. It was almost like he had to come out here and let us know, yes, I kissed a man. Why do we care? And why did you tell us that? Well, he's got more to say. Now he was talking about how he was on that boy. Denzel was shooting up that boy in his arm. Yes, he was. And he said he wasn't strung out. So all the time y'all was, oh, Denzel's so fine, training day. High as the cost of living. You hear me? High as the cost of living. And let me just say this. This kind of vindicates a little if people didn't believe her before. But Allie Carter, shout out to Allie Carter. She's a girl who said that she was trafficked in and out the industry as a child. She has very vivid details regarding this trafficking. And let me just say this about Allie Carter. Allie Carter said Denzel ain't who y'all thought he was. She also said that Denzel took part in a lot of the trafficking in the things of underage people. Okay? So when he comes out now and he's telling us that he was high and he was strung out, no, he wasn't strung out, but he used to do that, boy, it's starting to make sense, because if you can tell us that, then that literally tears down the wall of who we thought you were. Okay, get the likes up on the video. Let's go get Denzel. Denzel got something to say, y'all. Get the likes up on the video. He's going to tell us how he used to be on that stuff. So Denzel Washington is opening up about his sobriety journey and how his past habits impacted his health. In a candid interview with Esquire, the Gladiator 2 star, who turned 70 in December and is set to celebrate 10 years of sobriety, shared, "I've done a lot of damage to the body, but I'm clean now." Washington reveals his main vice was wine, saying wine is very tricky, it's very slow. However, he made it clear that he never had an issue with hard drugs, even though he shot dope. He explained, "I never got strung out on heroin, never got strung out on coke, never got strung out on hard drugs. I shot dope just like they shot dope, but I never got strung out." Nigga, you saying you talking in circles. Despite his struggles, Washington maintains boundaries between his drinking and his work, sharing, "I've never drank while I was working or preparing. I would clean up, go back to work. I could do both." Y'all remember that movie? What's it called? Flight, where he played the pilot. Remember he played the pilot in that movie? And he was able to take that powder and put that powder up his nose to get him back right, and he could go fly. That's what it's given to me. Yeah, right, fam. That's junkie talk, ain't it? That's junkie talk. You ever seen somebody or talk to somebody who's been addicted to something? If you've ever been around people who've been addicted to something, especially drugs or gambling. Gambling is just as bad. I've been around a person addicted to gambling. It's no different from the drugs. Listen, thank you for saying this, famo. That's absolutely junkie talk. When you talk to somebody who's addicted to something, they don't see their addiction. So they speak as if it doesn't exist, even though they know that you're seeing the addiction. That's textbook junkie talk. That's what it is. That's what it is. Oh yeah, I didn't shoot. I never did hard drugs like heroin or coke, but I shot dope. But I ain't shoot it all the time. I just shot it sometimes. I ain't never get strung out though. Come on, man. Come on, Denzel. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. We're not as dumb as you think we are. I know you got your fan base, and ain't nothing wrong with that, but we're not. Come on now. Don't do that. That's straight up junkie talk. Straight up, without a doubt, junkie talk. Denzel was on that boy. Period, point blank. He's 70 years old. He claimed me 10 years sober. And honestly, I'm questioning that as well. I'm questioning a lot, as you all should. I'm questioning a lot. But nevertheless, your boy, yeah. And let this be a lesson to y'all too. And the reason I'm bringing this story up is because I need y'all to be aware as well. Let this be a lesson to us. I'm so happy we are in the day and age where celebrity is dying, because that has been a major contributor to our blindness. That has been a huge contributor to the Black man's blindness, okay? I'm so happy the celebrity thing is going down. Like, we're not revering these people like we used to. Shout out to us, okay? Because these are the people, there are things called functioning addicts. There was a lot of functioning crackheads in the 90s, in the late 80s and 90s. A lot of y'all may not know about. These people had jobs down at the city hall, and they were functioning addicts, okay? Hell, the mayor up in DC, what's his name? Put it in the chat, my boy. I like my boy. He used to get high off that rock, but I liked him. The mayor from DC. That's a textbook definition of a functioning addict. It happens. Some people know how to be. Marion Barry, thank you, Funky Bruiser, thank you. Marion, I like the Marion. Marion, listen, he was addicted to crack. He was addicted to crack, but he was extremely functional even while battling the addiction. This happens all the time. And somebody like a Denzel, we sit up here and we clap for this man, and oh my God, him and his wife been together all these years. Girl, I would never want to be in that lady's shoes. Bad enough you always gone, then you an actor, then the hoes all on you, and you on that shit? Girl, I would never want to be in that lady's shoes. Do you hear me? He was a functioning addict. Oh, I never did it before I got on set. Bull crap. If you've only been 10 years sober and you've had at least a 30-year career, you're not going to make me believe that you've never gone on set getting high. Never. That don't work like that. That don't work like that. No way. That don't work like that. I don't believe it. Not for 1 second. But that's like Famo said, junkie talk. That's what junkies do. Shout out to Famo, because that's literally what I was thinking. Like, he sound like a damn addict right now. That's junkie talk. Nigga, you done definitely got high before you went on them sets. You just know how to suppress it so you can still get the job done. It's the same reason why Marion Barry could be high as the cost of living and run a whole city. You get it? Girl, please. Some people have that talent of being functioning addicts, and Denzel is one of them. But let me tell y'all something. Let this be clear. Let's be clear about this. This is only the beginning. First, it was the kiss of the man. Now it's the drugs. I don't know if he's getting extorted and maybe he won't put his own tea out there. I don't know what's going on. But Babylon is falling. Babylon is falling. Okay? Thank you, Jen, for the super chat. My great-grandmother was a well-loved midwife in Mississippi. They named a road after her that's still there. Wow, that's amazing. That's history right there, too. Shout out to your grandmother, man. And she got a road named after her. That's dope. That's dope. Thank you, Jen, for the super chat. And thank your grandmother for her services, because, you know, I watched this documentary on this one lady. She had been a midwife. She was almost 100 years old. She said she had been a midwife since she was like 10. And she taught her daughter. And this was an old documentary from like the 80s. We're going to go over it one day. We might do that for Friday if I can do it, Educational Friday. But yeah, she taught her daughter and her daughter's daughter. And she was taught by her mama and her mama's mama. And that's all they did was midwifery. We had to go into the hospital once America banned Black American women from being midwives. Thank you, Jen. We call BS Podcast. Thank you for the super chat. I'm sorry for being a member for 5 months. Miss Vu, I have a friend who's working on a documentary about American Indians, and I asked him to interview you because you know a lot of stuff. If you can, absolutely. Now, I'm not the most knowledgeable. That would be a Big Chief, Top Cat. He knows more than me, but I can share whatever I know. Absolutely, we call BS. But if y'all need more people, I know a lot of people who are a lot more smarter than me. Trust and believe. Way smarter than me on it. But y'all get the likes up on the video. Now let's go to this. You have to understand this and understand this well. A lot of people, we've been taught that we come from Africa. That's where the motherland started. Africa. And we roll with it. Listen, if somebody done their genealogy and they from Africa, that's fine. But these are the facts and what we know. Black American people were in this land long before these folks got here. Okay? Period, point blank. Black American people were here long before them clears and them Negro Peons got off the boat. Let's be clear about that. And these Africans are over here cosplaying under us because it's easy. It's low-hanging fruit because we have been ignorant to the idea that, hey, maybe this is all a lie. Right? So when it comes to us and Africans, we can obviously, as a community, see a clear difference. But for some odd reason, we get to acting crazy. Like we don't, you know what I'm saying? But we're still from the motherland. No, you're not. Go back over there and see. Matter of fact, that's another thing, Black Americans. Y'all want to be from the motherland so bad? I think you should. Go back over there and see if the motherland receives you. How about that? But niggas ain't gonna want to do that neither. Now, why is this important? I'm trying to get the Davido dude up here. The Davido the African dude who do Afro beats or whatever his name is, he came on here and he started talking about how Black Americans don't need to go to Africa. Now, I told y'all I told y'all. Dang, did I take a picture of it? Hold on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. It's on the Jasmine brand. Y'all get the likes up on the video. I told you guys. I said, hey, y'all. And a lot of other people on this app been saying it too. Y'all, Africa is not your home, right? And mind you, while they telling us and pushing us to go back to Africa, you're going back to a third world country. Not all over it, not all over Africa, but the places they're trying to send us, Ghana, Ghana, they still using a bathroom outside over there. And the ones who got enough money to get a bathroom inside, they doggone they getting scammed. Right? So Davido comes on here, and Davido tells us that basically Africa ain't what y'all think it is. And all y'all running around here to go back to Africa, y'all some new age fools. I'm just paraphrasing what I feel like he's saying, okay? Now, he's African himself, and watch what he has to say about all these black people on these whack social media sites lying. Talking about, I'm moving to Africa because Trump won. Girl, when do you leave? Let's get into what Davido had to say.
People want to leave America and like try to find those.
Leave America and go where?
Back home.
Let's be honest. Go back where? It's not cool back home.
It's not.
Just, I mean, my country now is in the economy now is in shambles. Like,
but if okay, so if people are leaving,
I do my part.
Yeah,
I'm an ambassador. So when I go home and I'm filming and showing, I'm not gonna show the bad parts. I ain't gonna show all the
you're not gonna try to slum. You're not gonna show the trenches.
No, I go to the trenches.
Yeah.
I film the trenches, but I'm talking about the situation in the country.
Yeah.
Be Nigerians, you know what I'm saying? Like now the exchange rate is messed up. The a lot of stuff not going well. You know what I'm saying? The economy is just not good. The oil prices are too high. And imagine a country that produces oil. We produce the oil, and we pay more money for oil than a country that's importing the oil. You know what I'm saying? So there's stuff like that. But regardless, entertainment is one of the things that's made Africa look good.
Yeah.
We do not have the best leaders. That's a fact.
But my original question was like, so for if people want to leave America and
so according to the article, it says Davido is setting the record straight about the idea of moving to Africa in the wake of Donald Trump's victory. Speaking with big homie Kodak, who is that? Oh, that's the dude. The Nigerian superstar shared his thoughts when it's mentioned that some people were considering relocating to Africa after Trump's win. He explained it's not cool back home. The economy now is in shambles. Davido went on to specifically address Nigeria, saying the exchange rate is messed up. A lot of stuff isn't going well. The economy isn't good, and the oil prices are too high. We produce the oil, and we pay more for oil than a country that imports the oil. Let me tell y'all something. It's the same reason why America produces oil, but we get it from somewhere else. It's all a Jedi mind trick, but that's not why we're here. Davido is basically telling black, because see, we've been sold this idea through school, through the church, and all that stuff, that Africa is this perfect. Let me back it up. First of all, they showed us them churn with the big old stomachs and the flies flying around their face. Y'all remember that when they first told us we was from Africa? Remember, at first they showed us that. Then they started putting out movies like Wakanda and all these other things. Now we think Africa is this wonderful place. And listen, there are wonderful places in Africa, but the places in which they are trying to get us to go, being Nigeria, Ghana, those places are not what you think they are. I'm telling you, a lot of those people still use the bathroom outside. The exchange rate, meaning your dollar, where if like for instance, American dollar in Mexico might be $1.50 or $1. I'm just using it for example. But if you go to Nigeria, your dollar might even go for $1 or probably less. You got an African right here telling you, hey, it ain't all that it's cracked up to be. Stay your ass here. Why do you think all the Africans come here? This is how you know we are inventors and we are who we are. We are the architects of America. If you didn't know, now you know. But this is how you know. Although we are black, like the Africans, we have improved in technology far superseding what the Africans have. Not in everything, but I'm talking about in everyday stuff. Stoplights, all these things that were created by black people. phones, internet, all of these things that come from Black American people, we have surpassed the average African in what they're doing. Not all. So if you're African on here, don't get, but then when I eat my jollof rice, I do not say that about you guys. Do not say that. I'm not talking about you, duck, goose. I'm talking about the places that I just named. Nigeria and Ghana. I can't speak on the other part of Africa. We share melanin. That's it. Y'all running around here letting these people, these bots on social media tell you that go back to Africa. You don't even see the plate. K your ass down there if you want. K your ass down there if you want. Go ahead on. You bad. Go ahead on. Girl, it don't make no sense. Now, speaking of Africans, one that really annoys me to holy high hell, Wendy Osefo. Y'all stop allowing these people to speak for Black American women. Wendy Osefo is a Nigerian woman. First generation Nigerian in America. She is not a Black American. And here she go race baiting, hollering. America has shown us that they don't like Black women. Who you talking about, Willis? Who you talking about? Y'all better watch the bait and switch. Speak for the Nigerians, Fat. You can't speak for not a Black American woman walking the face of this earth. None. Speak on your experience as a Nigerian woman in America. You are a transplant. That's what you are. You don't get to come over here and talk about America doing a goddamn thing for Black American women. Don't say Black women because you're looping us all together. We're not the same. Let's get into her talking about how America don't like Black women. Girl, I listen, y'all got to start speaking up on this type of stuff.
I mean, let me tell you something. I this may be controversial, but I honestly feel like if you needed any confirmation that America does not like Black women, the 2024 election is that for you. You
got a foreigner, Nigerian, referring to another foreigner, Scamala, as a Black woman, and none of them are Black American women. None of them. So now she's gonna gaslight us into saying because this foreigner who's not a Black American woman didn't get chosen, that America has a problem with Black women. To be completely honest, if I want to be unfair and just call it out and say it how I want to say it, Black American women have flourished more than any other demographic on this land, to our detriment. Literally to our detriment. Literally to our detriment. We ain't suffering like them people say we suffering. To be completely honest, to our family's detriment, Black American women have been elevated. I'm talking about on average. If a Black American woman wants to make it in today's society, she has an easier road than a Black man, without a doubt. So don't gaslight us, foreigner, with another foreigner. You don't speak for us. You don't speak for us.
Right. Like, and people say, oh, it's not about race. This is 1,000% about race. Trump did not have a plan. He did not lay forth any policy. He didn't tell y'all what he was going to.
Cap, first of all, if it wasn't about race, then why, if it's about race, then why did he beat Hillary? See, you're not even smart. You should have came in on the sexism part, because the racism you can't do it, because he did the same thing to Hillary. We dragged Hillary down to the ground. So you can't say it's about race, because he didn't even get the drag Scamala because how sensitive the climate was. Do y'all remember when he ran against Hillary? Girl, y'all remember when him and Hillary was doing that doggone debate? And he told Hillary, you lucky I ain't in charge because you'll be in jail. Girl, he dragged Hillary down to the ground. Do you hear me? He He dragged Hillary down to the ground. He couldn't even drag Scamala because of how sensitive America is. If he would have said one thing about Scamala, girl, he would have lost the whole election. So he had to bridle his tongue, and it was hard. It's not about race. It wasn't, because he did Hillary worse than he did. I've never seen a woman obliterated like Hillary Clinton. I ain't gonna lie. But it's the gaslighting. It's the emotion, getting you emotionally charged to make you think irrationally. That's what's happening here. Tina, thank you for the super chat. Tina Sanders, she says, don't forget they don't have reliable water and light services. The infrastructure is bad. Oh yeah, that's another thing with Nigeria. They don't, man, look, them people living bad, bro. But like I said, anyway, anybody who want to go down there, please, when you leave, Fat, you want me to come help your pack? Thank you, Tina Sanders. You're absolutely right. The infrastructure is horrible. And to the black people going down there to buy land, they're getting scammed. They don't even own the land. They wait until you build all your stuff, then bulldoze your stuff down, and then come and say you don't have a right to buy the land. But back to this Wendy girl. Here she goes talking about he didn't have a policy, he didn't have a plan. That was Scamala who didn't have a policy or a plan. And when she finally came out with one, she was going to give niggas weed for free or something like that. Get out of jail free call for smoking weed. Girl, bye. Girl, bye.
There was no next step, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. The only plan that he did lay out, which was Project 2025, he told you guys everything nefarious he would do.
And then said he had nothing to do with it.
And then tried, this is...
This about to sound bad, but I don't care. Angela Yee is a mixed breed, sitting there with her box braids, over there talking to a foreigner with a hard R, positing themselves as black women, speaking on behalf of black women, and it's bothering me. It's sending something up my spine, and I don't like it. I don't like it. You lied and said this man laid out the details of Project 2025 when he has said on many, many occasions he don't have nothing to do with Project 2025. It's almost like they act like we wasn't there. And now you got Angela Yee. This is why I hate New York. I love my people in New York, but I hate I hate the way New York is set up, because New York is set up to make everybody believe that they are the same, and they don't really believe it. They just act like it to get the benefits. Angela Yee sitting up there speaking, and both of them are speaking on behalf of women that they are not. That's a problem for me. That's a problem for me. Let me gag y'all up. And this is what a lot of black women not gonna want to hear, but I'm gonna say it because I don't care. The only black women who were indoctrinated to so far to the left that went down there with all of this stuff with this scandalous stuff were the old black women coming up under civil rights and them ski-wees. Other black women were not on that. I know nobody want to believe it because them fake ass stats came out and said 90% of black women voted for Scamala. That's a lie, baby. If 90% of the map was red, guess how many of those women were black? Guess. But they can't show you that stat, because if they show you that stat, then you'll start to realize, wait a minute, we more than 13-14%. I thought you said we was only a small population. Do you see it? This is what I'm trying to say. Just because you were the loudest don't mean you were the majority. For all them people that voted red, there was a lot of black women on that ticket that said, we want him. They probably ski-weed with you and laughed and joked, yeah, girl, I'm going to be down there stomping for Camila. As soon as they got behind that curtain, press that other button. But I despise these two women having this conversation as if, number one, they've gone through the situations that the average black women go through, because none of them have. Number one. And number two, that they can speak on behalf of black women. Mind both of y'all funky ass business.
Himself from it. So I mean,
he did tell us what he was going to do, though. He told us he was going to deport. And people are with that. But some of the people who voted for it are going to be affected by it the most. And even for people who have, who's going to do certain work, for people that have these big corporations that hire, and they're going to feel the effects of that as well.
But you know what? I'm at the point that let them have it.
Right.
Y'all voted for him. You deal with the ramifications of
and
what
the tariffs. People are realizing. There were people who did not realize that that's going to get passed on to the consumer. They thought the tariffs would be paid for by the foreign entities, just like people thought that, Trump thought Mexico was going to pay for the wall to get built.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Everyone, I honestly feel like after this election, so many people, it's a numbers game. You saw that 92% of Black women voted for Kamala Harris.
Mhm.
At this point, we have done our jobs.
Yeah.
We did it. We delivered. We did what we're supposed to do. And guess what? Y'all wanted Trump. You can have him.
Mhm.
Enjoy the next 4 years. Don't complain. Don't tweet. Don't say nothing.
Right. And I think there's just so much misinformation because he couldn't say anything and people will think that it's true. But what I realize is the amount of hate that comes if you say, like the other day I had posted something like reparations for white people is crazy. Because he was talking about DEI and restitution for people who with colleges that implemented that, because people don't understand how important diversity is. But
Andrew, can I say something?
But it's also people who deserve.
Not just that, it's so funny that he and a lot of his Republican cronies have this issue with DEI and people who are able to get opportunities through diversity initiatives. But he's here naming people like Matt Gaetz to be the attorney general who has no qualification. So you're not talking about the issue of nepotism. Mm-hmm. That's not an issue for you, Trump. Nepotism doesn't matter. But you want to talk about people who are qualified and then they're getting through DEI initiatives. Like he's a walking contradiction. And it's just laughable at this point. The highest cop, the top cop attorney general is someone who was accused of having sexual relations with a minor.
And by the Republicans too, who are like investigating. And he's like, I'm not cooperating with this investigation anymore. And if you look, and I was looking at like everybody that he said that he wants to appoint in these positions, I don't see us nowhere. And so how is that representative of the United States? And so I just think it's really important for us because, part of it is they love that we're all like feeling the way that we do, because I saw Elon Musk say 1 week and here's what Democrats, or as they call it, liberals are looking like this. And they enjoy that. Like if you say something, because I just said something, I said reparations for white people is crazy. And there were people in my comments and, and they were like, you're 40 and you're not married. You're 40 plus. And
what's
like,
that got to do anything? You're 40 and you ain't got no teeth.
I'm like, first of all, and then
let me tell you.
I hate everything about this. First of all, diversity, equity, inclusion, the most demographic of people who gained from that were white women. But of course you guys are fighting for diversity. Y'all are walking diversities. Of course you're fighting for that. Black American women get the least from DEI. Let me say that again. Black American women have gained literally nothing, if something, very, very little from any DEI program. This is why I have a problem with these women speaking for us. Wendy, you a Nigerian. You probably was a DEI hire down at the schoolhouse. You probably got into a lot of colleges because you are Nigerian. So of course you around here hollering black women DEI. You're not getting DEI off of your skin tone. You're getting DEI off of who you are, a Nigerian. And Angela Yee, I don't know what she is. I don't really care. I never really liked her. I never liked nothing about her. I don't know. I just don't like her. I don't like foreigners from New York who act like they niggas. I don't care what nobody say. I've never seen a foreigner from New York who act like a nigga that I like. I don't care. I don't care. Like, shut up and speak for you. Speak for the people of demographic who you belong. Don't speak for us. We good over here, fam. Listen, black women, black American women are the most powerful women when we ready to be on the face of this earth. If and when we feel played and we ready to gather our things together and go down there and make some noise, you got to know this. Everybody getting out the way. Everybody getting out the way. You included. We don't need no help from none of these people. None of them. We don't need y'all to latch on to us. We don't need none of that. We got us, baby. We know what we roll with. We know what we capable of. And do. Trust and believe. We don't need nobody from Nigeria. We don't need nobody from Asia. We don't need nobody from Europe. We don't need nobody from when Black American women get our mindset to something and we want something to change, you got to know this part. We got us. We been had us. We don't need y'all. Stop trying to latch on to us and disguising it as help. You ain't helping us. We don't get nothing from DEI. So yeah, throw it out the goddamn window. Throw it out the window. Take you and your black ass husband and carry your ass back to Nigeria. I hope they deport them on. Nah. I hope they deport your mom, bitch. You and that list. I hope they deport you for your list. I don't like her heavy tongue ass. I can't stand Wendy. I don't care. I can't stand Wendy. Girl, let's end this off with this. Black America is the standard, will always be the standard, and have always been the standard. Okay? Let's be clear. Nothing moves unless we move it. And if we don't give the okay for it to move, it don't go. Let's be clear about that. Let's never forget who we are. I'm not telling no churn I know that I was no slave or none of that. We are the culture. We are the everything. That's why we got that black ass heifer Wendy over there with a jumpsuit on and she ain't got none of her Nigerian garb on with a wig on looking a hot ass mess. Okay? Now, I wanted to show y'all something. Civilization is tricky, right? Before we get to this final story, I forgot to show y'all this. Civilization is tricky. They will tell us, well, let me go back. Let me start with this saying this. Look, I was a month ago, years old, when I found out that the Flintstones and the Jetsons happened at the same time. If anybody are familiar with, and put a one in the chat if you're familiar with those cartoons, the Flintstones and the Jetsons. I was a month ago, years old today, when I realized the Flintstones and the Jetsons, or old cartoons, happened during the same time. Meaning, even though one looked like the future and the other one looked like the past, they were literally happening simultaneously at the same time. That's crazy. I didn't know that. I didn't watch a lot of cartoons, but I knew about the Flintstones. They were Stone Age people, boom, boom, boom. And I knew about the Jetsons. They had the robot. That's all I remember about the Jetsons. They had the robots. But listen, they happened simultaneously at the same time. Now, entertainment likes to tell you what's going on prior to really telling you what's going on, right? So I think about the Jetsons and the Flintstones, and I say to myself, well, damn, if they were happening at the same time, then that just simply means that something happened to a group of people like the Flintstones to make them have to live in the Stone Age area, while something happened to the Jetsons that kept them up with the times and what was going on as far as what do you call it? I'm drawing a blank. Technology, right? Technology. That's where we're going with this, right? Now, they say they done found aliens in the oceans. Hopefully, Negroes will be safe. I hope they get everybody except the Negroes. I'm just playing, not playing. But for real, listen. Hear me out. I'm going somewhere. I'm building. Check me out. So I know for a fact that America holds more pyramids than any other place in the world, right? Not only that, our mounds are set strategically in certain areas so that any type of for some sort of astrological purposes, right? The mound builders, the Mississippians, those people, our ancestors, those people build mounds and pyramids, but not only pyramids, but the mounds in particular were placed in certain areas for certain times of the day for astrological purposes, right? Our people were the first astrologers. Our people were the first philosophers. Those are our ancestors. I know they put clear faces on it, but those were our ancestors, right? Now, I'm thinking about the Flintstones and the Jeffersons, and I say, damn, if they happened at the same time, then that would mean one of them got messed up. So then I ran across this. Check this out, y'all. Check this out. I was on TikTok and I ran across this. This dude was talking about the stuff that they found on Earth in civilization that nobody has answers for. Now, remember, according to what we know about today, according to what they're saying in the past, the people were like primitive. They couldn't do this. They couldn't do that. But they've done some crazy stuff across this world. Listen, without the technology that we claim to have. And it made me think to myself, are we the Flintstones? Listen to what this dude have to say. Now, he's going to do a lot of cussing, but I don't care. The video ain't going to get monetized anyway. The morning jokes never get monetized after I get off. But he's going to ask a lot of questions about how this stuff get here and why don't we know about it. Look, check it out.
So somebody want to explain to me how in the hell these buildings get in that rock. Now they going to say, oh, they carved them in there. They carved them in there. What the fuck technology did they use to carve that shit in there if they carved it in there? Because I'm pretty sure the power drill wasn't fucking invented back then, dog. 1,000% sure it wasn't. And yet, you got these motherfucking buildings and this motherfucking rock. Huh? Explain to me that shit, dog. And how the hell did these get burnt and melted like that? Same shit, carved into the motherfucking rock. Or is it carved into the rock or is a fucking castle or a mansion or some shit? What did it to the rock to get the shit melted like that? Huh? Explain to me that shit. And how they even build the motherfucker anyway? How, dog? Because like I said in the other motherfucker, they didn't have no power drills back then to even attempt to do some shit like this. What did they use to do that? And how the fuck did the shit melt, dog? How? Explain. And how the fuck they got a whole village on top of a motherfucking petrified tree stump? That is a petrified tree stump, dog.
Now this blew me. How the fuck they get up there? You know, when me and my old man went to Antigua and I saw them houses way on the top of them damn hills, and I kept telling my old man, I said, how the hell they built them houses up there? Remember, according to what they telling us, the wheel was just invented a few hundred years ago. Wasn't it or something like that? How the hell they get this? Man, hold on. Let them finish.
With a whole village on top of that motherfucker. How, dog? How they do that? How the fuck they do that, dog? I needs to know now, dog. And look at this shit. More shit carved on top of another petrified tree stump. That motherfucker petrified. How they do that shit? How they do that shit, dog? Huh? Explain. People want to act like they founded some shit. Yeah, you got it. You found it. Because it was already motherfucking there, dog. I want to know how in the fuck they was able to carve this shit into that motherfucking rock like that without power drills. There's no motherfucking way. And who melted the shit? Who melted the infrastructure, dog? There's a lot of things we don't know about this world, and they don't want to tell us a motherfucking thing, but I want to know how this shit happened. Because it had to have been a motherfucking reset, dog. Yes, it had to be. And buildings like this, whatever the fuck, is found all over the world. All over the world, dog. It ain't just in one place. It's every motherfucking where. And I needs to know. Because I'm intrigued. And I've been talking about this shit for some time now. I needs to know how this happened and what occurred and how they were able to even build this shit and how the fuck it melt, dog. I need to know. Please.
When he said how it melt, they probably tried to set it on fire. But look, hear me out. It's some real fishy shit going on around here. It's some real fishy shit. Some people might say, oh, giants. It could be giants. Now, giants were mentioned in the Bible. Remember David and Goliath? Giants were mentioned in the Bible. That could be one. Who knows? I feel like we the Flintstones, y'all. Even though we think we're far ahead with our technology, I think we the Flintstones. But now I'm trying to figure out who the fuck is the Jetsons if we the Flintstones. And I don't think it's race related, y'all. I really don't. The way I've been paying attention to stuff right here is bigger than race. I think Black America and America was put back to the Flintstones. I do. Because the mind can't create something it never seen, right? So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. And mind you, America was the so-called like portal. A lot of underground tunnels led from America to other continents and countries. I don't know if y'all knew that. Yeah, I saw that, Mia. I think I might have that on here. I don't know if did I like that video, that giant sword? Hold on. Did I like that video? If not, I could go find it. I think I saw that, the giant sword they found, girl. Hold on. Get the likes up on the video. Girl, when I seen this, look. Look. That's the people right there. That's the people on side the sword. Look. Girl, something is going on. Something is going on. Something that's happening and something is going on. And listen, the clears, they time is up. They time up. So they just letting it all loose now. Because what they got to lose? Remember how they used to say Bigfoot was a lie?
About big ass giant sword that they found right there in front of your motherfucking face. You can Google that motherfucker too. That shit is crazy as a motherfucker. Look at the size of these people and the size of that motherfucking sword, dog. Boy, who the fuck was they fighting? Who the fuck was they fighting that need a sword that motherfucking big, dog? It had to be a lot of these motherfuckers, dog. That's who made that motherfucker? That's a big ass Nephilim sword, dog. I wonder when the government gonna talk about this shit. Cause they don't talk about it ever. It's proof of giants. We're here, motherfucker. It's in the Bible. Y'all so-called say, "In God we trust." So if you trust God so motherfucking much, why don't y'all talk about the giants in that Bible and all this shit that was left behind after that motherfucking flood and all this petrified shit, dog? Why don't you talk about it? Look at that shit. That is a big ass sword.
He just gonna keep repeating the same shit. Shout out to the brother though. But look, this shit crazy. Somebody, I need answers. Now they even came and told us, oh, aliens is in the ocean. All right, fine. Let's get to what's really going on. What's happening? Girl, I'm telling y'all, it's something going on. It's something going on. It is something happening and going on. I'm telling y'all right now. Thank you for the super chat, Deborah, for the ties. Thank you so much. Donna, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate y'all. Y'all get the likes up. Let's end this right here where I wanted to go because I just wanted to show y'all that because I forgot to bring this up. But shout out to everybody in the building. Get the likes up on the video, y'all. And we about to get to this last story. Black Americans are the blueprint. Nothing moves without us. Nothing exists opposite or without us, and everything moves only through us. All your sports that you see have been played were created by us. All of this, everything that you see were created by Black Americans. None of this stuff started in Africa. It all started right here on this soil. All they did was turn around and flip it on us and make it seem like we came from Africa off a boat and we just was a special group of people who just happened to so miraculously learn how to work the land and all. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. I told y'all that they put these cosplayers up there in front of us, or they put these people in front of us so that we can revere and love them so that they can steal who we are, some of our identity. And one of those things that I was talking about is Elvis Presley. Now, Elvis Presley, everybody know that he said it out his own mouth that he learned everything that he got from Black Americans. He said it. But what people didn't say was that what he didn't go into detail about was who was his ghostwriter and who was the person who gave him his whole persona. Remember, the clears are incapable of creating. They are not creators. You and I are, okay? So I saw this video of the ghostwriter and the person who gave, what's his name, his entire freaking swag. And guess who it was? Just like with Milli Vanilli, a Black American person. Otis Blackwell is his name. Check him out. Hold on.
That he would imitate your style when he recorded the song?
Well, they did come out very close to the demos that we did.
Yeah. And this will be Don't Be Cruel as it was initially written by Mr. Otis Blackwell. Otis, go on over there and do this for us.
I don't want to get the copyright, but he's playing the music. This is the person behind Elvis. Look, listen to him.
And if you can't come around, at least telephone.
Nigga, Elvis stole not only his songwriting, the way he sang the song.
And it goes something like this. You know I can find.
And this is how we lost rock and roll. And this right here is how we lost rock and roll. Sold by a Negro to the Clears at the lowest bid. This is how we lost country. This is how we lost all of these things. Because we are the only creators that walk the face of this earth. Not these other people. Not these other people.
Yeah. And this will be Don't Be Cruel.
Listen, we are the creators. And I'm pretty sure, just like we was looking at them doggone big old swords, them big ass swords and things of that nature, I'm pretty sure within us, I don't know how we even tap into it, but I'm pretty sure within us, we have the ability to tap into who and what we are and find out and know what that was. It's in us, but we so far removed from us, like from our inner self, it's ridiculous. But we continue to be the beginning, the alpha, but the omega never comes out with us in the wash. That's why they got all these foreigners with the hard R coming over here, cosplaying and speaking on us and speaking for us and all these things. We already knew Elvis he got his inspiration, according to him, from Black people. But nobody ever told y'all that he was the first Drake. Probably not the first, but the one that we can learn about in rock and roll. He was Drake, a clear man from the military, pulled him in, gave him a Black man's identity, but let him keep the white face, and there we go. Crazy, ain't it? Oh, Lord. Man, look, watch out. It's a lot going on in this world that we need answers to. And we are in the age of Aquarius right now, and we can find these things out. We just got to start looking. We gotta stop being so distracted. We have to. It's so much going on. You have no idea. It's so much going on. Yeah, Chuck Berry. But you know what? Shout out to Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry didn't sell his image though. You know what I'm saying? Chuck Berry between him and Little Richard, they went back and forth about who created rock and roll. None of them created. You want to know why? You want to know why none of them created it? Because it was already in all of us, or in the ones who it's supposed to be in. I'm pretty sure somebody 100 years before both of them niggas was out there with a guitar playing the goddamn thing, singing with it. You know what I mean? So none of them really created it. It was just who brought it to the forefront at first. Thank you, Daisha, for the super chat. Vu, the Jetsons and Flintstone theme sounded like. Does it? I gotta remember it. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Y'all like the video. Shout out to everybody in the building. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. This is normally not we're normally not doing the morning jokes this late. I just was running late because I had car issues, but I'm back. I'll see y'all in the morning. Love y'all. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Come on back because you're coming. And to everybody else that's returning, welcome back. Love y'all, each and every one of y'all down to the ground. Keep your head on a swivel and keep asking them questions. All right. I'm about to Joce y'all up out of here. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go! It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.